Good morning again, everyone. This is Nick Petro with the National Weather Service in Raleigh with your weekly impact weather briefing for Central North Carolina, covering the period today, the 31st of July, right through Sunday, the August the 6th. So the main story here, before I get into the week's weather pattern, are the tropics. This is the weather story for today. Tropical storm Emily, that's basically moving across the Tampa Bay area right now as we speak, is forecast to move across the Florida peninsula over the next day, and then emerging off the east coast of Florida and basically moving right to the northeast, right up along, or I should say east, just east of the Gulf Stream, of course staying offshore through the midweek period. And essentially, that's really the only system that we're kind of watching right now. There is an area of the Hurricane Center is keeping an eye on with a low chance of formation there east of the islands there. But essentially, the main story is going to be Emily. But I think the only impact we're going to see here in North Carolina is right at the beach, perhaps increased wave action and increased threat of rip currents along the Carolina beaches, North Carolina, South Carolina, the Outer Banks. We'll have to watch out for those who may be at the beach on vacation or headed to the beach for the midweek period, watching out for, again, increased risk of rip currents. So just real quick, I'll show you the satellite and radar loop, and you'll see nice clear skies. And look at those temperatures over the Carolinas in the 70s, upper 70s to around 80. How pleasant is that for the end of July? Really, that's several degrees below normal where we should be right now temperature-wise, but lots of sunshine. And you'll notice as we pan down toward Florida, you'll see here there is the circulation there associated with Emily, and that is associated with, see this cloud line right here that strings across Florida and up off the Carolinas and southeast coast. Remember the cold front that moved through here on 2 days ago, where it cooled down nicely? I think it was Saturday, this past Saturday, and really the cold front that has given us the clear skies and pleasant temperatures we're seeing right now. Well, that is the weather feature that Emily is expected to move along that old frontal boundary that's well offshore. So anyway, that's why the forecast shows Emily mostly staying off, or entirely staying off the coast, with the only impacts really being the wave action and increased rip currents along the Carolina coast. So anyway, that's the tropics. Again, looking at that pattern, and you'll see here that high pressure that's given us the clear skies and pleasant temperatures. That high pressure is centered over the Ohio Valley and moving in. That'll gradually transition across the Carolinas and mid-Atlantic region through midweek. So all in all, we are in good shape weather-wise across central North Carolina right through Thursday. Now, eventually, by late week, that old boundary will begin to lift north. It may even move across our area on Friday as a warm front because of the approach and development of another trough over the Midwest and Great Lakes region. As that trough develops, that'll pull that warm front northward. The good news is Emily will be to our east by then. By the time that frontal boundary begins to lift toward the Carolina coast, Emily will be to our east. So that's good news. And then the next weather feature, of course, will be the aforementioned trough that I was talking about. It looks like a cold front with that trough will move across the Carolinas over the weekend. So when the warm front comes up on Friday, look for a chance of rain, and then scattered showers and thunderstorms over the weekend as that cold front slows down and gradually moves across the Carolinas for this weekend. Anyway, what about severe thunderstorm potential? Well, not only do we not have a severe thunderstorm potential for today, Tuesday, and Wednesday, we don't even have a thunderstorm potential of any kind. So rare is a day in July and August where you don't see at least the light green over central North Carolina. So consider ourselves lucky and enjoy it over the next few days. All right, what about rainfall amounts? Well, of course, with the high pressure setting up, really dry today, Tuesday, Wednesday. Thursday's mostly dry. Looks like a chance for some rain, heaviest rain to our south on Friday as that front tries to edge closer towards the coast, that old front that is. And then with the new front coming in from the west, we'll have scattered showers and thunderstorms Saturday and Sunday with a little bit of rain perhaps. When you're looking at the 7-day totals, not expecting a lot of rain, much at all. So we're looking at maybe, a half inch to an inch of rain. Particularly best chances for those higher amounts will be to our east. So not a whole lot of rain where it even does rain. So anyway, that's how we're shaping up in that regard. Looking further ahead to next week, it looks like the odds from a statistical standpoint, odds are favoring temperatures near or below normal. So we'll take that for early August. I know a lot of the schools are having football practices and band camps for high schools and a lot of outdoor activities. So that's good news for as the schools are ramping up sports and band and other activities that will accompany the beginning or the return of the school season later in the month of August. So that'll be good news for that. Precipitation chances will be, in terms of next week, that is, odds don't favor above or below or near. So no particular tilt in the odds in that regard. So wrapping it all up, fair weather with seasonable temperatures right through Thursday. So enjoy it. Rain chances will increase on Friday with that warm front trying to nose up into our area. Otherwise, scattered showers and thunderstorms are expected over the weekend with that next cold front. As I mentioned, temperatures will be pleasant today, considering it's July 31st. But then we'll get back close to, normal Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday with highs in the upper 80s to around 90. So, so even though fair weather and near seasonable temperatures, still, highs around 90 can bring their own risks, with, so those working in the outdoors still need to take, the usual precautions, because this is the normal temperatures, highs even around 90 Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday for the midweek. So anyway, watch out again for those scattered showers and thunderstorms over the weekend, and with clouds and perhaps some rain and storms that'll hold temps down a little bit. Anyway, Emily is expected to remain offshore with no effects or impacts on central North Carolina. But if you're at the beach or headed to the beach for the midweek period, there'll be increased wave action and rip currents due to Emily passing offshore. So anyway, that's a look at the weather briefing for central North Carolina for this week. Thanks for joining us.